Hello, I am Jacqueline, your integrative menopause educator and coach, and I am so excited to share with you my live event happening on Sunday, the 15th of December, which is going to look at stress, hormones, and those holidays that are coming up. We all live, women in midlife, we are living stressed out lives. We know that, we are being told that, we experience that through our symptoms, through overwhelm, through exhaustion. But sometimes we are able to manage it, and we're able to manage and navigate our stress a little bit better. And sometimes, because of things going on beyond our control, often our stress levels go through the roof. And that happens especially during this time of year, where there are lots of things happening, the holidays, more family coming over, kids are on vacation, there's more cooking, more visitors, more things going on. How do we manage these very stressful times? Stressful times can happen throughout the year, but we all know that at this time of the year, it's extra stressful. So I'm going to be coming to you on Sunday talking all about that. And I just wanted to share a little bit about the things that I'm going to be covering during our live event together on Sunday. So I'm going to be looking at 5 key areas around this issue of stress, hormones, and the holidays. The truth that no one is talking about, how women, midlife women, are experiencing this, and really what can you do about it? And that's the most important thing. That's part of the things we're going to be looking at. So what are the areas, the things that I'm going to be covering at this live event on Sunday? So the first thing we're going to be looking at is the effects of stress on our body. What actually happens in our body when we experience extreme stress, when we experience chronic stress, looking at the different ways that stress shows up, but really understanding what happens in our body. Then we're going to look at the role of cortisol. Cortisol, we all know, is that stress hormone. It gets released when we are in a stressed out state. But what is cortisol? What does it do in our body? And the myths around cortisol and the impact that it has on our body. The next thing we're going to be looking at is how stress impacts our hormonal balance, and more importantly, how it exacerbates hormonal imbalance. And if you are a midlife woman experiencing perimenopause or menopause, and your hormones are in fluctuation as it is, along comes this stressful experience, and we're going to discuss how this exacerbates and impacts your hormonal imbalance, and what is going on, this role of cortisol in this hormonal imbalance sort of state, how it shows up as symptoms, sort of this whole conversation, which we are not talking about. Cortisol, whenever it is talked about in a vacuum. The impacts of cortisol on your body. Very few people are talking about the impacts of cortisol on your overall hormonal health, and how in perimenopause and menopause that can lead to exacerbated symptoms. So that's what we're going to look at. Then we're going to look at one of the things that really is very misunderstood, and that is the stress weight gain relationship, and how weight gain or weight loss is tied into the stress experience, this cortisol release experience. What is really going on here, and how you can be doing all the things, eating really healthy, eating really well, exercising, doing all the things that you used to and that you think are really, really great for you, but you are not losing weight. And despite the healthy eating, the calorie counting, the exercising, and really thinking you're doing all the right things, when stress is a key component of your lifestyle, you are not going to be able to lose weight. So we're going to unpack that whole conversation and understand what's going on. And then we're going to really look at the practical things that you can do. Getting a bit of a reality check on stress and stress management, and then looking at very practical things that you can do to manage your stress, understand this cortisol piece, really support your body during this perimenopause and menopause time, during times of stress and exacerbated high stress like this holiday season, which is coming upon us, and practical, easy to implement things that you can do to help navigate stress. Throughout this live event, I'm going to be busting myths all the way through, things that are sort of perceived as conventional wisdom around stress, cortisol, hormones, weight gain, and practical strategies, and really peeling back the layers and busting those myths, busting that conventional wisdom, so that we really get to understand this topic in a much deeper way, in a more integrative, functional way, and we can really understand what is going on in our bodies so that we are then able to implement these strategies to really help support us even during the most stressful times. So if you have a look underneath this video, I'm going to leave a link in the comments to be able to register. There are two ways that you can watch this live event. One is in LinkedIn, on my LinkedIn profile. I'm going to be coming there live. And the other way is through Zoom. And if you are joining me through Zoom, you're going to be able to interact with me, ask me questions that I will be able to answer as we are going through this masterclass, so that you can get real live answers, responses, feedback from me. Ask me questions about what I'm talking about, get clarifications. So if you want to join me live and interactively, click on the link below. You can register at Zoom. And if you just want to participate in the masterclass on LinkedIn, you can do that too. So I'm super excited. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday, the 15th of December, depending on your time zone. If you are in the Eastern time zone, I'm going to be with you at 12 o'clock. If you're in the UK, I'm going to be with you at 5 p.m. And if you are in Israel, I'm going to be with you at 7 p.m. So check the time zones in the information below this video. And I am looking forward to seeing you on Sunday.